listening to, watching, hearing, smelling, tasting, and feeling sex, drugs, and skincare. Like and subscribe. Hey, welcome back to Sex, Drugs, and Skincare. I don't know why I did that.
But it doesn't matter.
I know.
It felt good. Sex, drugs, and skincare.
But I looked all over the place and not into the camera. Oh, should I wear these or the other ones? These?
You can't find the other ones.
Oh, they're right here.
Oh.
Right here. Oh, by the way, that's our guest. You can't see her, but she's here, and you're allowed to. You can slurp. You can do anything you want into that microphone.
Drink something,
if you want to drink, you want to crunch some chips.
If you want to drink something differently than you normally do, and you want to experiment,
which one looks better?
Put on the first pair again.
Okay.
Okay, now take your top off. Do the second one.
Okay.
I like the red a lot, but those I can see more of your eyes.
Okay, good.
And I think it's beneficial.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
If my fake lashes start coming off, will you let me know?
Yeah.
So I don't look like the thing inside the jar at Silence of the Lambs.
Oh yeah, what is that?
The head. You guys remember that? And the eyelash is
been
like
trying to
coming
forget
off.
that for years.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh my god! Wait,
they break into the one of the killer or a killers.
The Buffalo Wild Wings. Wait.
By the way, this place makes me cough just being here.
Nothing to do with the smoke.
I don't know if it's because it's dry.
Nothing to do with smoke.
Yeah, nothing to do with smoke.
Nothing.
Yeah, doesn't have anything to do with the fact that I just took a hit off the vape.
I just have an allergy to all the smoking I've been doing for the last 35 years.
But yeah, there's a head in a jar that they find like inside like a storage container.
Thank you, Seven.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, I haven't seen that movie in so long. So not inside the guy's house. This was like another place.
This is where she like goes in to like find some stuff. What's that?
I thought that was 7.
7, the movie?
Yeah.
I never saw 7.
Oh, don't.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
I only made it to 6.
Kevin's good. Nice. So you didn't get to the Kevin Spacey part yet.
No.
It's his penis. That's the part. That's the Kevin Spacey part.
Oh.
He was trying to pilfer. Is that a word?
Pilfer.
It
is a word. I don't know if it's the word.
He was trying to steal something.
He was?
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, in the movie?
Well, no, in life.
Oh.
I don't know the guy.
Trying to steal some penis.
Some peens.
In life? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Wait, so how do we get from the eyelashes? I was like, how did we start talking about Silence of the Lambs?
Yep.
And then now it's the eyelashes.
I've always got some sort of fake hair coming off of me. If it's not my ponytail, it's one of those things, the halo thing with the hair that comes down. I haven't worn a wig yet, which I will.
That halo thing, the one, because it's basically just like the back of your hair, and it has a rubber band that goes across, so it looks like just
it's fish line.
Yeah, it looks like Hulk Hogan's hair his entire life.
It does.
I mean, like, God, that's awesome. I don't know if he's. I mean, look, probably a piece of shit guy, but maybe because I grew up near him in Florida, and he always kept that. He was so popular.
Last part of his hair.
He always kept that last part of his hair, and I think that he's probably the only person who could have done that. You know?
Yeah.
Because like, I don't know. I mean, that's just that's a bold move.
Isn't that like a monk? Like what kind of a monk is that?
I know, like,
Laotian monk or something like that.
Laotian?
Is it Laotian or Laotian?
I don't know.
Laotian sounds like it. You're saying
I think
Laotian. Well,
Princess
Alex,
Bride,
what is
that dude?
Your take?
Robin Hood. Friar Tuck.
Laotian?
I think it's yeah.
That sounds fucking weird to me. I think it's
that's the water surrounding Hawaii is Laotian.
Laotian, yeah.
Because when you get off the plane,
French Polynesia,
they screw you.
Yeah.
I mean Laos, sorry.
Yeah.
French Polynesia?
Yeah, Laotian.
Laotian. Isn't it Li or we lay? Is it lay?
How high are you, by the way?
Not that.
You're not. I know. I think that's the problem.
No, am I rambling?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
I think I am.
You're talking too much right now.
I think I am talking too much. No, I'm not. I don't know where I am right now. So
talking about the hair. Okay, the monk. I'm talking about like where it's just the hair around here.
Yeah.
But his hair was around here, like just that, right? But it came like it was long.
It's like a clown hair that just sort of wilted.
Yes, exactly. Like Bozo.
Yeah, like Bozo.
Oh yeah, Bozo the clown.
Like blonde Bozo.
Mm-hmm. That's not a bad
Blozo.
Blozo.
Yeah, that's a whole different guy. That's a different clown, Blozo.
My God.
It's Blozo the clown.
Blozo the clown. I love this. Eyelashes to Silence of the Lambs to clowns to Blozo the clown.
Yeah.
Wow, this is like, I mean, where do we go?
I don't know, but I was looking at the something online that was very disturbing today. Somebody sent me something about it was Shirley Temple. Speaking of clowns and
at a religious service.
And no,
okay,
and kids, people who love to do things with kids. Do you know who Podesta is?
Podesta?
Yeah.
Is it?
He was the thing with Pizzagate, which I only just learned about today.
Oh yes, John Podesta, or whatever, isn't it? I think something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. And so, but yeah, she sent me a thing with Shirley Temple. And she's like singing to this older man, like climbing all over him. And the man's like, and she's like, I want to kiss you and hug you. And it's like, if you look back at some of the stuff, it's like really disturbing.
Oh, I believe it. That's
really fucking disturbing.
Yeah. That's gross.
Yeah. You can find it in a lot of stuff that we didn't even really realize.
Yeah. Like there's like that we watched that thing about Nickelodeon and the kids.
That's how we
there
got
was like
started
that
talking
adult
about
humor where like this producer was stuck in like some like Arrested Development where he never like, he found this like kiddie stuff funny, and like really I mean just like weirdness, but like that's interesting.
Quiet
like,
on the set. It was
quiet on the set. Yeah. And I don't know about the Pizzagate thing. I'm on the fence about Pizzagate.
You're on the fence?
I'm on the fence about the gate.
Oh, the gate. Yeah,
it's a joke.
You're not on the fence about pizza though.
No, I love pizza.
Yeah,
there's never going to be anything on the fence with pizza. If I'm on the fence with pizza, it's because I'm sitting on a fence eating pizza. That's the only reason. But yeah, it's weird to like. I never understood any of that.
I didn't either. This has nothing to do with sex, drugs. Well, I guess sex is the sex part.
Hey, some people's drug is being a creep.
That's true.
So, and if that's maybe that's downplaying it, but like even in certain episodes of like Columbo, we watch all those older shows, and like Columbo, like Peter Falk will like make a reference to like this young girl, and she's like, you're not just a smart girl, but you're very, very attractive, and I'm like, all right, well, I see that, but like it just seemed like it was,
But he was like touching her shoulder, and she's like 16 years old. And like, why are you standing? And I don't think he's a creep.
No, not at all.
I know his wife, and she's a lovely person. But I just think it was a different time back then.
Yeah, I think there was just things where you didn't even think about it. It was just like, and he moved
come
on,
sweetheart.
Yeah. You
just pat everybody on the butt.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, sweetheart.
Yeah.
I like that. That's it's a universal move. That's what I do when I meet everybody. It's just men. When I first meet, go, come on, sweetheart. And then women, I give a firm handshake. I look them in the eye and I go, no. and then that's it. But nice. I think it was just like that thing, like it was more of a. That was probably that familiarity. Probably eventually was no malintention, but then it just kind of escalated because you just like, and no one said anything, especially
not in television.
I think some generations almost feel like maybe they're not going to ever live past this. So, it's fine.
Oh, just keep it going.
Yeah, because you kind of look past like certain things.
I think I'm in a generation, and maybe my guests too, where like some of that, the mistreating of women doesn't seem like you have to remind me that it's not being like, I'm not being patronized or like, because that's just how we grew up. We grew up with men telling us, oh, well, she's bright. She's a very bright girl. You don't say that about a guy. Oh, he's a very bright boy.
Yeah.
Unless he's retarded. You can't say retarded.
You can't say that unless you're a roofer who retard a roof.
Yes, exactly.
Because
he retarded it.
Yeah.
He retarded it.
Well, you have to.
Please leave all of this.
No, don't what are you talking about? If it rains and you don't have the right amount of tar up there, and sometimes you have to I don't know.
You have to refeather it.
I've been a roofer.
Yeah.
You don't refeather it. You can't do that. Okay. That's making fun of pirates.
Oh my God. Where did this go? Where are we going?
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, Silence of the Lambs. But anyway, so sometimes I was treated that way a lot during and I'm sure you were too, right, guest?
Yep.
Right. And it was just normal. It was like the Mad Men thing. Like my mom used to tell me stories when she used to work at Merrill Lynch, and she was in the cage, whatever that is. And, men
She was in a cage at Merrill Lynch.
That's what it was called. Yeah, the cage. I don't even know what that means exactly.
I think it means, in Vegas, it means that you have the cash. So you're behind a bar thing. So maybe does it have something to do with that?
Cash? Yeah. But they would spank her on the butt and call her sweetheart and, all of that stuff. Yeah, she said it was like a normal thing. Like, that's just what you do. I definitely let it go on in my, teenage 20 years. And,
if it's presented to you in a certain way and then it happens to you, you might take it as like a compliment.
Right.
And then if it stops
happening
you're attention
to you. Starved.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, and then if it stops happening to you, there's a part of you that's probably like, why does that, why is this girl getting the thing? You know what I mean? It's almost like,
why is no one whistling at me from a construction site? Yeah.
Yeah. That's got to start again. I'm so tired of walking by construction sites and everybody's just silent.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, what do you think I'm walking by here for?
They're whispering about you.
Oh, that's nice. That takes a lot. To whisper in a construction site, you have to, because it's very loud.
Yeah.
So to whisper means you have to get really close to someone.
Whistling helps.
Whistling
helps.
Yes,
whistling.
That's why the whistling came in.
Yeah. It's important when people are going to be in your private space that they whistle to let you
know that
they're coming right around the corner. Here comes somebody. Yep, and it's the whistle. I didn't understand why most people whistle. That is why.
Is that really why?
It's an alarm system.
I did not know that.
Yeah. It's not just Disney.
Listen, you guys, we're learning about so many different things today.
My mom told me that when she was in Italy, there was like this kid when she was growing up. They had like all the hills in like Sicily, and there was this kid who was, he wasn't kind of all there, and he was riding his bicycle, and he'd always like do the messenger stuff for like this church, and he didn't have the horn on his bike to go downhill like really fast. And so he would go, yop, 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 like that. And that's what they called him. Yop. Nano yop. And because he would go, yop, you would like try to make like a sound, like some ridiculous sound because he was coming down the hill.
Yeah.
So everybody knew it was him coming.
And that was the sound. Yop.
Yeah, he couldn't whistle apparently.
Poor
so he
kid.
just did that.
It's hard. Whistling is hard.
Just really loud. And if you're on a bike and you can't use your fingers.
No.
Oh, because you're steering.
Yeah, you're steering. Yeah. No, you're not smelling your fingers, babe.
Well, yeah, that's what I do on the bike. Unless it's a manual transmission on the bike, and then I have to change the gears.
Speaking of changing gears, we have a really interesting topic tonight.
Oh shit, what is it?
It is varicose veins and spider veins. And we're going to talk about the difference between both. And we're going to talk about where they come from, how to, how you can possibly prevent them, some treatments, and how gross they are. So I'm excited to talk about this.
I have questions about veins and questions that I've seen veins on friends' legs before, and also people who work out.
Yeah.
I've seen some very interesting veins on their legs and muscles.
Yeah.
And I want to ask questions about that.
Okay.
So I'm just letting you know.
I might not have the answer, but I will do my best.
No, even if I ask them, it doesn't matter. I just want to let you know that I do have questions.
You also have a phone and Google, so you can also answer some of those questions.
I have it on airplane mode.
Keep it quiet.
When I come in here, I want to be worthless.
Okay.
I don't want to use my phone.
Yeah.
I need to get. I barely drink water.
Okay.
I wear a diaper though, so we're fine.
And scene.
Good improv.
Yeah, good improv. That's another thing. He's teaching me improv. So one of the things you can say during improv is if somebody says something, you just say good improv.
And it keeps the scene going. And they go, speaking of good improv, and then they give you more good improv.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. We're starting this you see me improv. What is it?
You have something dangling from your chin. Okay. If you're listening and not watching,
then stop. Don't listen.
Got a dangler. Come here. What is it, a bobby? I think it's cat hair.
Is it cat hair?
It usually is. Whenever we're in, I don't want to say.
When we're in therapy together.
Therapy. There's a lot of times it'll be sideways, and I'll just see like a piece of cat hair, and I'm like, I can't fucking. I don't want to grab it because that's going to make me seem controlling.
Well, to be fair, when she sees it, I'm usually yelling the loudest I've ever yelled, and I have a giant vein right here, and I'm swinging my arms wildly, and usually I have knives in my hands.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want to be like, hey, you have a cat hair.
Yeah.
Because it detracts from me being violent.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Let's turn on.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say we bring out our guests?
What do you say we do?
Okay.
We watch The Office. I'm excited.
This guest, I've been mistaken for her before, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Aiden Park thought that I was you.
Yeah.
And I can see why. We both have blonde hair and we wear glasses.
Mm-hmm.
She's much taller than me.
I do.
I was not a model, by the way. And this guest is. Yeah, she just gave me the eyebrows. She's fucking hilarious, and I'm so excited to have her. And I can't believe we have waited this long to have her on.
She's a funny comedian. She's an actress, a model.
Yep.
We've been watching TV shows or a movie, and there she is, and I'm like, holy shit. So it's pretty cool to see your friends do that kind of stuff. It's, I still get really excited about it. I think it's awesome.
You're so cute.
You're so cute.
All right. Well, start clapping right now. Coming to the couch, my good friend, Rosalee Mayeaux.
Yay!
Rosalee Mayeaux. Yes.
Hi, guys.
Did I say your last name right, by the way?
Yes, you did.
Okay, good.
Why? How do
I don't know.
You're like one of two people in Los Angeles.
I just know how to pronounce stuff, I guess. I don't know.
I thought that you knew for sure because you asked her if that was her name. But the way you said it so confidently. And when you introduced her the first time, we were on the couch over there. I was like, oh my God, is that how you say it? And then now you asked.
Yeah.
So I'm very impressed.
I didn't even realize it was initially because it was just so natural the way you did it. I was like,
well, you have
nobody
a Y
gets it right.
and a bunch of vowels.
Well,
so that
I
is
was in
confusing.
Arizona and they said, welcome, Rosebeth Mayeaux. So I'm your cat. I know you like cats.
Yeah.
And that's really why I'm here is they thought my name was Mayeaux.
Yeah, I love Rosebeth.
Mayeaux.
But not even Rosalee.
No, they got it like Rosebeth.
That's so
Rosebeth.
I remember, that's not even a name.
Rosebeth Mayeaux.
Yeah, Mayeaux.
I met her before.
It's not me or you.
Yeah.
And I'm such a dog person. It threw me.
Yeah, is that me? Do I come up on stage?
Or is that you? Okay. Well, hi, welcome.
Well, hi.
I would like everyone to take note of Rosalee's amazing pajamas. She told me she was going to wear the psychedelics. Oh, yeah, put the hood on. Yeah, girl.
But the inside has even a different.
Stop it.
I know, right? So I'm going to be on the search for the kind that has this with this on the inside.
I need to know where you got these.
This is San Francisco. For Christmas, I went to San Francisco and I went to Haight-Ashbury and there's a shop there, probably still from back in the day.
Yeah.
And it's full of things like this.
And they make them there?
Amazing. I couldn't leave without them.
Oh
it was
my
like
God.
I kept leaving and coming back going, oh no, man, I can't leave these hanging here.
That's the true test, though. You walk away from it.
You walk
and you're
away.
Like, yeah, and then you're like, no,
right,
I
have to have. I can't leave them. They would be lonely if they just sat there by themselves.
You felt
Plus,
the connection.
they're like velour, so you can pet them when you're.
Oh, they're so nice.
When you're lonely.
And I like the little cuffs at the bottom. If you're watching and not listening or not watching, she's got like they're like paisley, but flowers, very 60s. I love the cuffs. Contrasting inside, she's got like a checkerboard.
Which
they could have. The cuffs could have been like a normal, like just like a solid color,
right? And that would have been so lame.
So lame. It
exactly.
But they bothered to even color coordinate a different bottom.
I love patterns together.
Yeah, I think that's really cool.
I'm all into like a pattern against a pattern.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm wearing one.
But you
I am wearing
the
two
most
pads,
interesting stuff. You did a stand-up thing, and it's like she had her belly button.
I did.
It was very sexy, but it was just.
Can you
this
bleep that belly button when she says we don't want
belly button?
It's too much.
But it's too much. That was too much.
Yeah. Alex, why did you?
I thought it was so cute.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, we're not sponsored by belly buttons.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't say belly button. Yeah, okay. Skinny skin.
Filled. Well, didn't somebody have an episode? Somebody have an episode.
A psychotic episode?
I
think we did.
About belly button lint.
I don't know. I would listen to that though.
See?
Yeah. But I was showing a belly button or like showing my stomach.
I don't even know that, but it was you showed your midriff.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Is it midriff?
I think midriff.
And I thought it was really cool.
Interesting. Well, see, now I've been.
You have a good midriff.
I wouldn't say that, but I conceal it well.
I would say that.
Thank you very much.
I would
you saw
say
the whole thing from top to bottom,
that'll be
next. Critical. Yeah,
she's gonna later
the
another
top rift
part
and
of
the bottom
podcast.
rift. Yeah,
part B.
Usually my mid-rift is when I have indigestion right along my midsection.
Yeah. And then you just start making jokes about it mid-riff.
Mid-riff, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Mid-riff.
And then I low-riff when I fart. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. The first time I ever saw you on stage, I believe that's what I saw.
The mid-riff?
You were mid-riff?
He was mid-riff and definitely farting.
Definitely farting. Oh, for sure. Anytime you're speaking to him.
Low-grade farts.
Yeah. Just like a cat.
Beep. That's what you told me about that.
Cat, did you know that?
No.
Are you a cat person? No.
No, I'm a dog person.
Okay. Well, cats apparently they just fart all the time. Like that's why they don't have any like just like farts that you hear. They're just kind of constantly just sort of letting the gas out.
Letting the gas out.
Because they so they don't make noise because they
subtle.
can like
yes.
Yeah, because they're
for subtle beasts.
Yeah.
Subtle. I kissed my dog this morning and he smelled like shrimp and I thought that is so sweet. I don't remember feeding him shrimp, and then I realized, oh, that's ass. He smells like ass, and
he's like, it's
immediately just washed my
ass scampi.
Ass scampi.
Scampy ass.
That sounds
scampy ass.
Scampy ass.
Excuse
Ho
me.
dog.
Oh my God. What kind of dog do you have?
So he's a mix of a Chihuahua and a Dachshund and a little bit of Doberman.
I was just going to say Doberman, but I was going to be kidding.
That's like that's a pointy nose.
So he has that
trifecta.
pointy nose, but it also looks Dachshund-y, right? But it's the pointy ears and his rear end is way too long. So he makes it around a corner, but the ass is still coming around. It gives him away every time, kind of like mine. Like when you hit things in CVS, when you go to turn the corner, oh, excuse me, it's just a shelf. It's just a shelf.
With your butt or with your
with your
arm?
butt.
So.
You know, when you lean over, especially when you've gained a little bit of weight and you lean over and you've hit something and you just didn't realize that you can't back up that way anymore. You just beep, beep.
I always find it funny when I back up into something. I'm like, oh, I got to go back there, and this is a person behind me that, like, oh, I didn't even know that this person's right behind me.
A tiny person.
Or either I wasn't paying attention, or this person just likes to follow up people they don't know very closely. Where it's like, I bump into somebody.
You stop too fast.
Yeah, I stop too fast, or I realize I have to get something behind me.
Brake check them on purpose.
Yeah,
just walking behind you.
I go like that, and then I put my butt out. Yeah. And I go, what are you doing?
See what happens.
Yeah, well, CVS is a wild place. It's the right aid.
Often.
It is. Yes.
Good improv.
Good improv. Thank you. And that's the other one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
yeah.
Whenever you're in an improv scene and somebody goes, oh, welcome to the pharmacy, you go, thank you. And then that's it.
Yep.
And then somebody walks out from behind and goes, and scene.
Yep.
And
I say that a lot.
And scene?
To get people to leave me alone.
Just, before they even open their mouths.
Yeah.
When you're on a street corner in LA and it's a guy coming up to you, just go, and scene. And you leave.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. And they don't take offense. They just feel like, oh, I was acting. She's right.
Yeah. I do feel like even in LA, the criminals would probably have improv training.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. That's where they thought of it.
Yeah, you start out wanting to be in entertainment,
yeah.
and then it goes down into criminal behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that before.
You've done that before?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of criminals in improv.
Oh, yeah.
And improv can be quite criminal.
Yes, and.
Just watching
yes.
Yes, and.
It's painful a lot of times.
It is painful to watch sometimes.
Painful.
Did you ever take improv?
Yeah, sure.
I did like 2 classes, but I didn't get very good.
No, they hated me.
They hated.
No, they did. They did. The teacher was Andy Goldberg, and he just said, "Stop writing. Stop. Why do you write? Why are you writing in your head?" I just said, "Be a German journalist," and but in Germany because I live in. Like, but when I was a model and we were in Dusseldorf, and he goes, "Shut up."
All right, so he did hate you.
Yeah. I did hate it. I wasn't, when somebody doesn't love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if they're like your teacher.
I wasn't the kitten of the class, and that's not fun.
No, you have to be the kitten.
Yes, you do. You have to be the pick of the
pick of the litter.
So I left and I said, "Oh, good, stand up." That way, never get picked. But it's easier because you better write.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Definitely.
And it's no and. I find stand-up can be a lot of no and.
No, it is. And then he said, "Are you married?" And I said, "No, that's why I do stand-up. I need someone to complain to all the time."
Yeah.
And that's all it is. Because we get up there and go, so. And it starts.
It's perfect.
It is.
I love cutting people off in the audience if they said something and just tell them they're wrong immediately.
I had the best time doing that, you guys. I didn't think I could ever be a person that could handle hecklers.
Mm-hmm.
And I have tape. I have proof now. And it was a blast. I threatened to put a strap on and come back there. And so I found my path. My rhythm, as it were.
Yeah, I like your technique. Yeah.
I wouldn't peg you as somebody who put on a strap on and deal with hecklers.
We're not being
What's that?
sponsored by pegs.
No.
Sorry, I wouldn't Margaret you. What do you want me to say? Peg? What are you, pirates?
I wouldn't Margaret Peg. Dude, that was quick. That was really.
Well, I've seen The Simpsons once or twice.
One or twice?
One or twice. That's another improv.
Making fun of the person after they say something.
Yeah. Good job, loser.
Thank you.
That's another improv.
Yeah. Excellent work, dumbass. Yeah. Well, speaking of ass,
that's a great segue.
Are you interested in this topic that we're doing today, by the way?
I'm frightened to death of it.
Okay,
I am
good.
Terrified of it because I had a roommate who had real such items.
Varicose veins
Yes,
or spider
issues
veins?
with it, or
But I have spider veins.
You have
but
spider
He
veins.
had actually a varicose vein that he had to have removed.
They are gnarly, and
it was bad. He was young and a writer and spent too much time maybe seated.
That is one of the things. Yeah, sitting too much.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of things that can cause them, like hereditary, their obesity, hormone changes, birth control can cause.
Well, I definitely had issues flying back and forth to Europe all the time. It's too much time sitting.
Yeah.
And I would have swollen legs, and they said that is hereditary and be careful, and it can lead
to thrombosis,
indications.
right?
You can get thrombosis and all that. And I was 21.
Oh God.
Yeah. So when my roommate developed it years later, I thought, it's in the house.
It's not contagious. That's the one thing.
I
it's
should
not.
move.
Yeah.
Quickly. It's contagious.
That's the one thing it isn't. Being constipated can give you. Now, is a hemorrhoid a varicose vein?
I don't know because
well, there's a lot of blood vessels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I've definitely had one of those.
Varicose veins can come out and then come back because hemorrhoids don't always like stick out.
Isn't this lovely?
Oh yeah.
We're comedians. I just wanted to tell you, but this is serious.
Talking about veins in your butt.
We're talking about butt veins.
Yeah.
Life can be hard shit.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Makes you strain. Elvis. He died on the toilet.
That's true. He did.
What?
He was trying to squeeze out a poop, and he gave himself a heart attack.
The story is that he was
some hard poop.
Yeah, he was. Well, he was a lot of opioids, a lot of pills.
Oh,
everybody knows Elvis was a super happy guy, and but yeah, it was a lot of pills and make it like rock solid. So he was squeezing out.
It's too much.
Not only did he die, but he probably had some hemorrhoids.
Like high blood, like a blood pressure thing.
Blood pressure thing. He also was on like blood, like a heart medication too. So when you squeeze down, and you bear down like that, there's like I forgot what the vein is called, but it actually will lower your blood pressure and lower your heart rate because it's done in a way where if you bear down, it's not going to cause you to what do you call it? To increase your blood pressure or to cause too much pain because you're already like squeezing and you're not breathing, So they kind of dropped.
This
and
sounds very scientific.
He basically
way too much
had a
about
heart
this.
attack on the toilet. And people don't have heart attacks on the bidet.
Not on the bidet of the heart
one
attack.
more reason
Not on the bidet
to
of the
move
heart
to
attack.
France.
See?
Yeah. Wait, what's that?
Just one more reason to move to France.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. And just shit in
Bidets
the
really
bidet.
are to put all the roses that men you don't like send you when you arrive at hotels in Italy. That's what a bidet is for. Throw them all in the bidet. That's what they're for.
I didn't know
That's
that.
a
When
great
you get
idea.
off the plane in London, you just go through whatever. Not in Italy. When you land in Italy, the hotel already knows that you are hot from
if you're a model.
You're beautiful.
Yeah.
You're absolutely.
No.
Yes. They know that you're coming. They've already got all of your information and stats, and there's flowers in your room. And your job when you walk in is just in the bidet, in the bidet.
That's not happened. Not in my experience, but
it's true. The pinching of the behind all the way through from you checking your luggage all the way up the stairs and then throw out the roses.
That does sound like Italy.
I'm the only person that's been to Italy who has not had a butt pinching or a whistle.
What?
Yeah, and I went there thinking this was going to happen.
It was the glasses. If you just take the glasses.
I had a cold sore, and I got it the night before, and it was like this big on my face. And first of all, I wouldn't make eye contact with anybody, and then the people who did make eye contact with, they would look away, and then sometimes it would just start bleeding. So I have a feeling that might have had something to do with it. But I bought this coat thinking I was going to walk through Italy and I'd just be getting these whistles because I'm blonde and cute, and not a one.
Not a
it
one.
Was silent crickets.
Well, Italians
they have no sense of
seldom
humor about
work.
herpes. I don't get it. If they could just settle on down.
I think it's I mean, Deal and H is herpes, so I think you're fine. But Italians typically don't work, so they don't whistle. So
now we're back to
if
the
you're
whistle.
walking
You guys
by
might
them
have
on
missed the part where I explained that I got fired off of a runway in Italy because I was whistling. Got off the runway and my agent called me and she said, "You're fired." And I said, "What? Why?" She said, "Were you whistling on runway?" Rosalee, these people work for 6 months designing their creations. Their entire careers are on the line. This means the world to them. And you were whistling on the runway? And
oh my God. Maybe they should work for 7 months.
It was just like,
yeah. I mean,
it was just to myself. I was just bored.
If they're clothes,
Yes.
if their clothes can't distract, that's ridiculous.
So that's why the tag somebody gave me a tag is like, well, I'm from the South. We whistle when we work.
That's perfect.
Yes. Thank you, Paulina.
Thank you, Paulina. Oh, Paulina Combo?
Yeah.
I know Paulina.
Yeah, she's the one who reminded me
Not
where
Paulina
I'm from.
Parskova. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Paulina Parskova was already at her prime and leaving by the time I started. But,
okay. I just saw her recently on something, and
she did something.
Stunning.
She's still
she's got
stunning.
her gray hair but gorgeous. Yeah, too much. Just want to.
Yeah, she's
push her down.
You should put her in a blanket.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to varicose veins for a second. So there's, first of all, varicose veins are more like twisty and they're puffed up. They twist and turn. They're very painful. And what happens is when the valves in your blood vessels aren't working properly, the blood sort of pools in them and then it can't be pushed back up into the heart. And so they sit in there. Spider veins are more like, they're tiny, blue, red little vines. Yeah. And they're just underneath the skin surface.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you have yours?
My nose.
Okay. Yeah. But a lot of people get them around here.
Yeah, right here. And then where else? I can't remember. Oh, yeah, like my legs.
Okay,
like
yeah, that's very common. Yeah. And again, it's pressure, but it's not the same as the veins.
So the veins are deeper.
The veins are deeper, and it is scarier because it's like it's really trying to pump blood back into your heart, and it's
somebody told me. Can I ask you a question about it?
Yeah.
Somebody told so I had cancer. I'm a cancer survivor, and one of the things I did was I got a healer because I'm in California, and so I got or Louisiana. They're called gris there. It's a whole different thing.
Oh, okay.
So prejudice over there, but over here it's like expensive, so it's good. So this woman, so they put electrodes. Maybe that's not what you call them, but it's a little electric thing that works on a battery, and you can just like stick, and it's to increase blood circulation.
Oh, it's like the little faradic current. It's like a
yeah. To help your current especially because your blood will pool during chemo. You don't have great circulation.
Wow.
You lose feeling in your fingertips and your toe tips, and so
oh my God, that's
all
awful.
All your tips, all your tips. Not much feeling, and so it helps circulation and stuff, and can help with the pain from thrombosis and other stuff
really
that happens
interesting
because your blood doesn't flow really well up. It can get like lazy.
In all of the research that I did, that did not come up. So
I know.
this is like I'm so glad that you brought that up. That's amazing. So wait, so you had cancer.
So I did. They said, get your affairs in order. You don't have any time. And I was in the room with my best girlfriend and she just went like that.
Oh, wow.
She did that face. She went, what did you just say?
Yeah.
And I looked at her and went, what? And because I didn't have a cure at the time. I do have a good story about it.
Please.
Just this last December on Instagram, TikTok, something, there was a guy in scrubs dancing. Pretending to be a TikTok doctor. Okay. But he was dancing and saying how in 2023 they solved 7 cancers that they didn't have a cure for.
Whoa.
Before 2023.
Oh.
And one of them in his little doot said my kind of triple negative cancer.
Oh, wow.
So I went and did the research immediately, called on my friends, guys, they finally think they know what caused the kind because they didn't know when I got it.
What is triple negative cancer?
It means it's not hormonal based.
Oh.
Not hormonal based and not hormonal based.
It's breast cancer though.
It's breast cancer, but it's just regular cancer that lodges in a person's breast. It's not from the normal sources that you usually get
like
from,
estrogen
but
or whatever.
They solved what it comes from. It's this protein, and it's the same protein that causes prostate cancer. I always knew I had balls. So that's my new cancer bit.
So you stopped putting it in your smoothies, obviously.
So I stopped licking balls. They said too much, too many balls, too many. That's too many, Rosalee. Just you're gonna have to slow. I know it's like soft and mushy and it feels so good, but you're gonna have to stop.
Too many balls in the air.
Too many balls in the air.
Yep. Wow.
So was yours already gone at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
but they didn't know what to do for it, so they just said we're gonna throw everything we have at it.
Yeah.
So they gave me enough chemo and radiation for a 6'4", 300-pound man because that's all they had at the time.
Wow. Well, I'm so glad that you made it through that.
Thank you.
That alone is like
you.
death defying.
Yes.
Honestly, I know.
It was pretty gnarly. pretty gnarly, but now I get to talk about varicose veins and diarrhea, things like that. That's a different story.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do diarrhea on a different day, I think. We'll just do like a show and tell. Maybe.
Can we do, I've always wanted to do diarrhea and...
on a diorama?
Yes.
Oh, what a good idea. With mirrors.
Yeah, with mirrors.
So you can see the front and back of the bidet.
Let's just do that.
Angle.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you.
A mirrored bidet, that'd be cool too.
Yeah.
Anyways, my questions don't even compare to what you have to say. And I want
I doubt that.
Well, no, I mean that's
they don't
fine.
compare, but yeah.
A diarrhea is the one I wanted.
Diarrhea.
Yeah. I used to like that joke when they would talk about Rhea Perlman and diarrhea Perlman. That was my favorite. It's been done before, but it's still a classic.
Hopefully it won't be done again.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers to you. Who is that? I look like Taylor Boss, but it's not.
No, it's not. It's somebody we don't know.
Somebody we don't know.
Okay.
So don't pay no attention to the man outside the door. And there's Mark. Hello.
Hello.
So I'm going to put a picture up and we're going to show the difference between the two. Oh, first of all, those are compression socks. Those are things that you can wear on the plane. Yeah, that's one of the things. Very sexy.
But do they come in paisley? That's the real question.
Well, we'll have to, I bet you they do.
See, those
the toes might be.
I think that those toes are going to fall off. They look like they're like scrunched.
Cutting off the
I know what it is. They stop. Oh, they stop here.
Yeah. They stop there. Yeah.
I don't understand that though. So it compresses the veins so they don't expand, but then aren't you cutting circulation at the top where it's like...
I think it's just making it so that it doesn't pool down there.
Doesn't pool down there? Okay.
I guess. And then it just keeps it up here.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I guess. Because gravity's going to bring it down, I would assume.
You have to put them on laying down flat with your legs up in the air and then you roll.
Is that true?
It is true.
Okay, that makes sense.
Hospitals.
Yeah. So then
okay.
That
makes sense.
Then the blood's all down here.
Yep.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Ted
you don't
hose.
wait till you've been on your feet 10 hours and then put them on.
Mm-hmm.
Then you explode. Your feet explode. And then this happens. Surprise!
Oh, ouch.
I know, because this is spider veins. This is actually a pretty bad case of spider veins. Yeah. I doubt yours are like that. Those are even slightly raised.
Oh, I see.
Normally they're just underneath the skin. They're usually not painful.
They come from Catholic school.
They come from Catholic school?
They do, because they make you wear penny loafers. And if you walk slightly with a little bit of a pronation, is that what you call it? Whatever.
Yeah.
That you kick the other ankle. Oh. And so that we all had them on our ankles. They come from penny loafers from Catholic school. See,
I had no idea.
One more thing, it's their fault.
Knights Templar, my ass. All these crusades just to get spider veins?
No.
Just the spider veins.
Just the spider veins.
Yeah.
It comes from kicking that
That's crazy.
your ankles.
But look at that.
I don't know how you kick your knees, though. That's a different...
Yeah. Those are like, you have to maybe like knock-kneed.
Oh.
I think that's just from standing up too long.
Yeah, that's...
Is that what the spider veins are caused from typically? Or is it like varicose
both are,
veins?
But yeah, no, both of them are caused from pretty much similar things. They just look different and they are a little bit different.
The varicose veins, I've seen those like on bodybuilders too. Like huge muscles, and they'll have them like
big veins.
I think that maybe because they're pumping too much.
It does make sense if it's like you're pulling. Well, because they'll have like the big veins, but then they'll have like those veins that are all squiggly like that, like poked like on their calves.
That's what my roommate had, and he had to have
like
them
shoulder
pulled out.
Yeah.
Right, that's one of the ways that you can treat them.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is one of the ways. It's called venous insufficiency.
That sounds really dirty.
I'm your fire, your
sexy,
desire.
rather sexy.
That's a great song.
Yeah, venous insufficiency.
Yeah, I'm your fire. Wasn't it one?
Yeah,
your desire.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a great song. If you listen,
I'm your fire, are your vein. It's just
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
Do you
only.
guys need me, or should I just?
If you can find the lyrics for us to all sing, that'd be great.
Let's see. Is there anything else? Let's see. Symptoms of venous let's look at the symptoms of venous insufficiency. I'm going to pretend like I'm not reading. So you're going to get swelling of your legs and ankles, right? Pain that gets worse when you stand, and when you raise your legs, leg cramps. Ooh. Sometimes leg cramps are caused just like by muscles, but I can see leg cramps, aching, throbbing, feeling of heaviness in your legs, itchy legs. Itchy, I would imagine, because it's stretching the vein maybe, and it's causing like an itching feeling. Weak legs, thickening of the skin, legs or ankles, which is looking kind of like that. They call them leg ulcers. I'm not exactly sure what a leg ulcer is. And then the varicose veins.
Oh, you see that ulcers in people in like that are bedridden.
Oh,
you see those.
Is it the venous insufficiency that's because of like just lack of blood flow?
Yeah, the valve in the vein itself is not pumping it back up where it needs to be going.
Oh,
and so it's just hanging out down there. This looks on the iPad, it looks way grosser than it does on the screen, unless I don't know, maybe you have a different angle.
It might be the angle from where we're sitting right now, but like so when you're laying down on bed like that and that happens, it's also like what bed sores, right? They can also.
Is that what that is?
I think bed sores are basically just like spots where like you can get
hot spots on your skin.
Hot spots on your skin, and they can cause like inflammation. They cause swelling, blood clots, stuff like that, just from laying down. So it's just
any non-movement is probably gonna like exacerbate.
Even when they're on the plane, they say you move your feet around like every 20 minutes. I tell my mom this constantly. She's a pilot. And she flies for Delta 76, 77.
She just rode a pilot. No, yeah.
Does she really? Does she fly?
No, that'd be
not
so
at all.
cool.
Not at all. Just
no, she's just
she whistles, but
she whistles and she's a great passenger.
Can I have my other glasses?
Oh yeah.
Thanks. I did hear that that doing this with your feet is just as good as like when you're driving too long, like when we're on the road.
Yeah.
That we're supposed to do that's just as good as walking. Like your body doesn't know the difference.
Oh, interesting.
So while you have it on autopilot, you can just keep doing that.
Oh, that's smart.
When you're driving.
Yeah, and then you're pumping the blood back up and down.
Yeah, I constantly try. I have very cold toes and feet a lot of times.
Oh, you do?
You do,
so
actually.
I don't know why. And I try to but I always try to move them around and that's also like when I have more weight on me, the less circulation I have to my extremities.
I'm just looking at some of the there's leg swelling, pain is worse than the day, leg cramps usually at night, feeling as if your legs are heavy, and restless legs are one of the symptoms. And I have restless legs at night, but I don't know if it's restless legs.
Do you take magnesium?
No, I've tried. Because
that stuff of passing out on the pot and stuff like that is all. It's terrible to know all this, but there's something called Calm, and it's a powder.
I have it. I have like two big giant things of it that give me diarrhea. But
when you feel like you can't digest food, it's just not going anywhere, it's just sitting here and you get that weird feeling and stuff. It's also tied to magnesium, which that Calm has in it. So you take a teaspoon of that and it will not only help the digestion, it also helps with the RLS, and it helps.
Oh, I didn't know that. Do you have it as well? Do you have RLS?
Yeah.
So how does that affect? Like you wake up in the middle of the night?
I always have had a lot of hyper energy in my body, just been a hyperactive kid. And so I have a lot of that fluttering. And so I just always thought, oh, well, it's just that same thing.
Yeah.
But it's not.
It's not.
No, it is. We get muscle cramps and all that kind of stuff because we blow through a lot of magnesium a day.
You just take a big snort of it before you go to bed. Just do a rail.
Yeah, that's it. Sex, drugs, and skincare.
Yeah. Doing bumps of magnesium.
Yeah, bumps of magnesium.
We'll do bumps of supplements. That's the only way to get it done.
Crush up that vitamin C.
Yeah.
Feeling
oh my God.
So much better.
That would hurt.
Really vitamin C is so bitter. One time my buddy was like, "Oh, it's chewable," and he took a bite, and it was so funny. He goes, "It's chewable," and before anybody could say anything, I'm like, "Yeah, of course it's chewable, but you don't chew it."
Wait a minute. I just wanted to say that this was an accident, but you brought up vitamin C. One thing you can do to help prevent both the spider veins and the varicose veins is to eat more flavonoids, bioflavonoids. And you find those in like orange peels. Eat some fucking orange peels.
Orange peels?
Yeah, I mean, I got some oranges recently from my friend's tree, and they're like super good.
You can eat the peels. They're really like super sweet. Yeah.
Horse chestnuts.
You know how we get, I'm sorry I interrupted you.
No, it's okay.
You know how we get sore throats after performing, and sometimes it's just too much on your vocal cords, or there's a bunch of horrible stuff in the air, gloves and stuff. And somebody brought over their oranges from their orange tree that were sour oranges, right? Okay. And she said they're very, very sour, but you might like them for juice. So I opened one and it's super sour, and it just happened to be that there was honey on the counter, and I slathered it with honey.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
So you get the vitamin C.
Yeah.
And you're getting the honey.
Yeah. You eat the raw honey. Yum.
So
that does sound good.
I would eat that in a heartbeat.
Yeah. that was just no more sore throats when her tree is in bloom.
Oh God, that's right. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And that both of those things are really good for.
So that must be good for.
Yeah.
And that would be.
Yeah.
Absolutely. For this too.
My mom would do that. She's like, anytime I had a sore throat or a cold or whatever, and she's like, just take a little bit of honey with some lemon juice or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I knew it was lemon, but I never heard of sour oranges.
Yeah.
It's much better than a lemon.
I was going to say that. It's got to be nice I like the idea of having something super like sour like that and then sweet.
Yeah.
And then the sweetness brings out like the sweetness and what's sour. And it's,
I would even throw a little bit of salt on that.
Oh.
And I would eat it. I put salt on everything. I was eating popsicles with salt on them today. I eat a lot of salt.
He's a lot of salt.
I eat a lot of salt too.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you have low blood pressure?
Uh-huh.
Me too.
Yeah.
Girl. Yes.
Temper. Don't piss us off. We're so nice. We're so nice. And then we will flip.
Yeah. Oh,
and that's low blood pressure.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that about me? It takes.
No,
I get to a
you're
certain point
too nice.
Well, no, I don't think you. No, I think
have I ever gotten really super mad at you? Yeah, I guess I have.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
What am I thinking?
Yeah.
Have you seen him?
Yeah. Yeah. Asshole.
You met him?
Yeah. I think you're so weird.
But yeah.
No, but it can be a 0 to 60 kind of thing. And, and that's just blood pressure.
And do you have also low body temperature?
Yeah.
Me too. Very interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You should
That's
run.
Cool, get it?
You should run.
I should. I don't like to run.
Yeah.
Same.
We should run, but actually he should.
But actually he should run.
I drove here
really quickly.
Yeah.
Two low blood pressure girls.
Oh my God.
That's why we loved each other.
Put the low blood pressure on you.
Low blood pressure.
Low blood pressure. I can't say that anyway.
Low blood pressure. Low blood pressure.
In the house.
Well, let's talk about a few other things that have it. So cocoa. Can have cocoa, garlic.
Wait. Oh, okay.
This is for the bioflavonoids.
Bioflavonoids, yes.
It strengthens your veins.
So vitamin C.
Vitamin C, citrus fruits, grapes, cherries, apples, blueberries, spinach, broccoli, bell peppers, onions, horse chestnuts. Who the hell eats a horse chestnut? I don't even know what that is.
I don't know.
Dirty. Once again, I'm very
keep them away
worried.
from your face.
Yeah. What happened to the chestnuts? They got so hoarse.
Yeah. Yeah, they were screaming.
Yeah, good improv.
Yeah, thanks. Good improv. And then what else? A person prescribed with, let's see, taking grapeseed extract is another one that's really good for that.
Wow.
It says, but if you have, if you're on blood thinning medication, you should avoid taking grapeseed extract as a dietary supplement. Probably, yeah. What is a blood thinning? Well, I guess warfarin.
Yeah.
Oh, aspirin. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, aspirin will do it.
It'll interact with the medication and increase the risk of bleeding. And you already have fucked up veins, so you gotta
can't do that.
Wait a minute, but aren't you supposed to have like blood flowing easily and fluid?
Yeah, you would think.
That?
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know why.
Not to that point.
I guess not.
Well,
Maybe that's too.
You can thin the medication out so much that you will bleed. It'll actually it'll get so thin, that it'll bleed like capillaries or whatever, and then also.
So then the capillaries would be even more evident because you're more of a bleeder.
And then because it basically liquefies. When my father was on like that, it basically makes your blood so thin
that it just goes right through the walls of your capillaries.
Yeah, it can kind of just bleed out, whatever.
Oh, whoa!
There's been patients they can bleed out of their ears and nose.
Oh my God. Every time you see a movie where somebody's bleeding out of their ears,
I know the Ebola movies
butt,
really scare me.
You've seen House?
Yeah.
Someone's always got anal bleeding.
Yeah, everybody has anal bleeding on House.
Oh my God. Yeah, on the House.
Yeah, on the House. Anal bleeding.
The only thing I remember about anal bleeding was there was a movie about the end of the world. An atomic bomb had been dropped.
Oh my God.
And everybody knew they were going to die if they didn't die immediately. They were going to die. And so by one, these people
started shitting themselves?
Start bleeding out
of
their
my
butts.
God. Oh wait, is this from the 80s?
They lift a baby, yeah.
Oh,
and
I
then
saw
there's
that.
blood on the thing. I've never gotten over that.
No, me either. That's so much to the point where if the power went out, I would just go under the table thinking we were having a nuclear attack instantly.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Yeah, and on top of that, raised born again Christian, so I assumed Jesus was coming to get me.
Well, that would be fine. He's a cool dude.
Yeah.
But do we have to go through this first?
No,
I don't know. That's a hell of a passageway.
Yeah. I wanted to kiss a boy first before I
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I had
you were a baby.
Yeah, I had things to do. Well, no. I don't consider it a baby.
Jesus coming back will be all right, but I don't feel like seeing another strange guy in feet. I don't want to see another guy's feet.
No more feet.
Get out of here, Jesus.
All right.
Put your feet away. Gross.
Okay, and then we talked about compression stockings. They're also known as support stockings.
Ted hose.
And what's that? TED hose?
They call it TED hose. Yeah.
Why is that?
Thrombosis something. Whatever.
Oh,
it's like
you're
it's
not
like
kidding.
no, I'm not. Wouldn't do that.
Okay. I don't know. It says lifestyle changes such as your body weight has a big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Physical activity and your diet, obviously. Especially with the I guess with both spider veins and varicose veins, both of those things help. It's interesting because they're both caused kind of by the same stuff, but this one is dangerous. This one's not. This one is like, you kind of need to take care of it. This one is kind of like just cosmetic, and if you're not watching, varicose veins dangerous more so than a spider vein. Spider veins are just sort of like under the skin. Also, another thing I wanted to mention too, is that sometimes we call them broken capillaries, but they're really more just distended.
Oh, really?
If it were broken, the blood would just go, your body would absorb it. When I trained with the woman I trained with to do facial massage 25 years ago, she would always say, sweetie pie, if somebody bruises on their face, it just means the capillary is weakened. You broke it. A new, more strong one and more collagen is going to go racing to that spot, and you just did them a big favor.
That's a great way to spin that. I love it.
Exactly.
No, bruising on the face is abuse at the house, and you should definitely report that shit.
But think of all the collagen you're going to regenerate.
Yeah, exactly.
See? Yeah. It's all silver linings.
So you can break a capillary, and it will somehow
the blood will just like a bruise, it just absorbs, your body absorbs it. But if it's distended, it means it's like stretched out.
It's just stretched out. Okay.
So they're just different sizes, I guess. And this one, you can see how stretched out that is.
Yeah.
And that is also stretched out, but this is much deeper under the skin. This is just like right underneath your epidermis. There are things that you can do to get rid of, a natural thing that you can do supposedly. I haven't tried this, and maybe you and I should try this.
Yeah, with my Catholic ankles. Yeah, I'm desperate.
Try apple cider vinegar and see if that helps to reduce the inflammation.
Well, you have to drink it or put it on your
ankle? I think you have to put it on your ankles.
Like in cotton?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I haven't tried it.
Okay, so apple cider vinegar on your ankles.
On your ankles. Yeah, we'll try that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
Like cotton, and just how long do you have to sit with it?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think I would just leave it on until it dries, maybe.
Oh, so you'd like paint it on?
I would. No, I would use like a cotton thing, maybe.
Okay.
Or I guess
do a compress. With
do
it?
a compress. I think that probably.
All right.
Does it have to be apple cider vinegar? Like, what if I have like a balsamic glaze? Can I put like a?
Then you're a lucky man.
Yeah. Right. Can I? All right. Well, I don't know.
I think
it'll work. Yeah. I think dip the pizza. And then put it on there.
Some spicy mayo.
Yeah.
What is that pizza doing, Aunt Ruth?
On your leg? Yeah, on your leg.
It's fixing my capillaries. Don't tell Uncle George. He's not think it's sexy.
Yeah. It's Russian. Yeah, I like it.
If you don't do those things and you're trying to get rid of the varicose veins, though, the solutions are a lot more, surgical medical procedures. There's something called sclerotherapy. It's a non-invasive procedure that helps alleviate the symptoms and make them disappear. Let's see, there's a solution that's injected into the vein, and it causes the vein to collapse.
Oh, wow. Okay.
There's something called, I'm reading this now,
So the vein collapses, and once again, it will be absorbed, and more nicer, better ones
apparently, yes. And hopefully not a bad one will come back. But yeah, it's kind of trippy though. Like if you're like, hey, I'm just going to stop the blood flow to this area right now, you better hope that something else
takes its place.
Yeah. But the body adapts.
That's true.
I guess it's better than that. But
then that has to be painful.
It is very painful. And I've heard that I don't have it, but I've heard. My mom says she has those, and she says it's very painful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Endoscopic vein surgery is what your friend had, where they just surgically remove the veins, which is so crazy. Ambulatory phlebectomy.
Ambulatory phlebectomy.
It involves the removal of veins that are spread out over a large surface, through very small incisions. Okay, so they're probably doing like little pin pricks,
and then just pulling,
some of the blood out to close the little swollen and bulging vein part of it. But phlebotomy is like, is that because of the needle or the blood?
Phlebotomy is I don't know if it's like
that's when you draw blood. It's like a phlebotomist.
So phlebectomy would be the removal, because ectomy is removal of. So yeah, phleb is the things. So
okay, Alex has pulled it up.
Phlebotomy is the surgical opening or puncture of a vein in order to withdraw blood or introduce fluid. And then, so that's and then ectomy is like the removal of.
Right.
So, okay. So phlebotomy was like introducing or opening up.
Oh,
like an
okay.
otomy and an ectomy. Okay.
And we're doing which one? The ectomy?
The ectomy. So that's a removal of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it relieves the pressure, it sounds like. All these sound really, really intense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess it's
painful,
worth it. And painful,
it's so sensitive.
Yeah.
It is crazy to think about your own blood and brain and your insides, like to talk about them and be like, oh, wow. Like it's amazing.
I can't even think about it for too long because it kind of makes me like.
That's why we had flashlights and put it in your hand.
Yeah. Oh my God,
that's so cool. It's so weird.
Right?
Yeah, I can't think about it too long.
Ligation and stripping.
That's pole dancing. You did that before.
That's a tying off the vein like you're tying your tubes.
Tubal ligation.
Yeah. And then they remove the entire segment of that part of your vein. So they tie it off. That's gnarly. Endoscopic vein surgery. We did that one. Let's see. Was there something else? I mean, for spider veins, what's that?
Laser.
Okay, laser therapy. They can just basically just take a laser and destroy the poorly functioning vein. Another thing, back to spider veins really fast. You could try retinoids. Again, experimental.
Flavonoids, retinoids.
Oh yeah, I got the oids. Yeah,
we got
try the oids. Yep. Topical retinoids are usually like vitamin A or synthetic vitamin A, like Retin A, things like that. Yeah, they're usually I guess they probably would work because they use retinoids for acne and for rosacea a lot of times. And rosacea is an inflammation of all these veins and capillaries all around here. You can see on people's noses and around here, and it's almost always a digestive issue. But for some reason,
rosacea is digestive problems.
Mm-hmm. Because this is a stomach point, also a heart point. This is your ascending and descending colon right here. Anything that's right here is digestive. This is your this is small intestine, large intestine, but mainly this is like stomach area, and then this is like the colon. I used to get like little pimples sometimes right down here, and I would be constipated when I had it. You can tell a lot. We've done other episodes where it's like Chinese medicine will tell you sort of like where you are on the face and what's going on. So like I could look at somebody and be like,
somebody's feet, it's the same sort of map out thing.
It's exactly like that. All of our extremities have.
Is your head an extremity?
Your head is an extremity. Your hands, your feet, your ears. Your ears have 200 acupressure points and 400 acupuncture points in them that correspond to your whole body. So this is off topic, but if you look at your ear like an upside down fetus, head, neck and shoulders, down the spine. If I'm working on someone and I feel like a thickness right here, I'll always be like, hey, do you have a back injury?
Diarrhea.
Or like the middle battle? Yeah, diarrhea.
There's
That's
diarrhea.
my specialty.
It's my specialty. For dinner or for snacks?
I'll have a number 2.
Yeah, I'll have the number 2.
Don't order fish on the plane. I have a whole bit on that.
You do?
Fish on a plane.
Oh God, yeah. Who would do that?
I was going to say you don't want to do that because
yeah, of course.
Oh boy, it's like landlocked, but you're not actually landlocked.
Well, I had crab cakes at the Improv, and it made me that was on the last night of the food at the Improv.
They had to get you.
And
it's our last chance to get Nikki.
Yeah, and I got it.
You never
I got
crab cake to the comedy club.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought I was doing like a lower carb thing.
Well, you were.
Yeah, you were.
And those crab cakes were probably there for like 400 years.
Lose.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, I
body
did.
Yeah. Great way to lose hydration.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Wow,
yeah,
the Improv is great.
One of my favorites.
Yeah. Okay, what else? Laser therapy. We talked about that. It makes but the spider veins, you can make them fade completely by just destroying it. Intense pulse light.
Mm-hmm.
So if I just sit out in my car with my little light,
just flashing like a flashlight,
keep flashing
like
my Catholic ankles.
I love your Catholic ankles. Let's see, intense pulse. It's the same concept as laser, but it's a light that penetrates deeper into your skin, apparently.
I love it. What about cryotherapy?
Cryotherapy, that's really interesting. It would freeze so that it might
it just breaks off. And
yeah, it just breaks off. Exactly.
Liquid nitrogen therapy.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they had liquid nitrogen therapy.
I'm sure.
I mean, they do that on your mouth, right?
Liquid nitrogen?
What?
Don't they? Sometimes it's like they're burning something off, or no, that's on your skin.
That's on your skin.
That's on
yeah,
your skin.
Not your mouth.
Okay.
Although my son went to college with a kid who ended up working for SpaceX. And so we got to sneak into the warehouse and walk in nitrogen.
Oh,
Whoa.
wow.
It was the coolest thing I've ever done. Also scary.
Oh my
we
God.
didn't know if we still have feet when we came out, but it was amazing.
Whoa.
Yeah, they had to maintain a certain temperature and a depth of 4 feet. And we were walking and going, I'm sure we're going to be fine.
Whoa.
That's
You
crazy.
just float out of it.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
It was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
I have
Also
a question
illegal.
for both of you
Yes.
really fast. It's 7:12. This is not a very sexy question, but does everybody have enough money in their meter?
I'm distracted. You took the thing off your shoulder, and it
I'm
was
sorry.
Like,
Yeah.
so, does everyone have enough?
I didn't. Yeah. Well, I
What?
think I don't.
I have 7:33.
Okay,
When mine
perfect. Okay,
expires.
good.
I don't remember what we have.
We
I
had
think
an
probably-
hour and 45 from whenever we got
So
here.
it's 7:15 now. So we got here at 5:30. So I think we're just at the right time.
Just
Okay.
right now.
All right, so
Yeah.
let me just wrap this up by
You're good. You're good.
what can we do to prevent these things? You guys are probably wondering.
I am wondering. I
Yes,
want to.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Overall, you can prevent the spider veins on your face by limiting your sun exposure. Avoiding extreme heat and cold, actually. But like even if you're in the spa or whatever, saunas, then they make your blood vessels dilate too much. Drinking alcohol in moderation.
Oops.
You've seen people with the gin blossoms before.
Oh, is that
and
what
that's
they
what it
call
is. Yeah. And it's
Mhm.
in your digestive system too. It's like, that's why it's like all like, WC Fields, you know?
Yeah.
And then wearing protective gear, I guess. Oh, to reduce injuries, they're saying.
Mhm.
So that's for spider
For
veins.
when you throw yourself off the mountain because you have
Yeah.
Catholic ankles. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, wear a helmet and some knee pads. Fuck your ankles, though. Your ankle's stuck. Oh, man. And as far as the varicose veins, I mean, we talked about, you don't want to stay on your feet too long, keep your weight moderate, I guess. Do things like eating the flavonoids, bioflavonoids.
I'm fascinated with the orange peels. I don't understand. I still don't quite understand.
Yeah, there's something in like, is it like
Peels.
rose hips or something?
It's
I thought it was
rose
that
hips, yeah.
white undercoating. Underneath the peel, there's the white, and we're not supposed to throw that away.
They sell it to you when you get a truck at the dealership, the undercoating. Yeah.
The undercoating of the. That's right. Oh wow.
True Coat.
That's what that is.
Yeah,
True
yeah,
Coat.
True Coat,
The
yeah.
orange is True Coat.
I used to work in a dealership.
Okay.
So
just
I
inject
try and
that.
sell them the
Inject
extra.
some
Yeah, inject the True
True
Coat.
Coat.
Yes, but yeah, I think that's really good for you.
Okay.
I think there's more vitamin C even in the peel than there is in the orange itself.
Supposedly, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean that's what I read. Who knows? But I actually, if you get the right kind of orange, the peel is amazing. I love a good. That's what's my favorite candy.
Orange peel, chocolate covered orange peels.
Thank you. What's the place where we get them? It's so
Is
good.
there a
John
recipe
Kelly?
for anti-veins that includes chocolate? Because that's
I think you could incorporate the chocolate into your
Yeah.
your candied orange
well,
peels.
you said something about
Mhm.
cocoa.
Oh yeah, cocoa. There
you
you
go.
go.
What?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have a product that we could be
Yes,
marketing for
yes,
veins. Yes.
yes.
Sell them at hospitals.
All that chocolate covered
Orange,
oranges.
yes.
So just give them out. Call Nikki.
Give them out. No, we sell them. Yeah.
762-0585 today for a free sample.
Where do I live? That's a 333 area code.
I don't know. Heaven.
Heaven.
Chocolate
Oh, that's
and
nice.
orange
Oh,
peel.
Yeah.
it is nice.
That is
Chocolate
nice.
and orange peel.
Have you ever had that
Heaven.
before?
Heaven? No, I didn't like it. I was there once a long time ago. They kicked me out for whistling.
Did you know that Heaven has a Google phone number?
No.
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 You didn't know that. I can't believe you didn't know that.
Sometimes I can't tell if he's being
No,
serious.
I can't either.
But even though it's stupid.
Meryl Streep of comedy. That's
yeah.
who you are.
Yeah. Meryl. I would love to be Meryl Streep.
Meryl Lynch.
Meryl Lynch.
Yeah.
It's all,
All
the
the
universe.
All the Meryls.
Mhm. Great shoes.
Those are supposed to probably be good for your
They're probably supposed to be good.
walking. I don't know.
They're probably supposed to be good for your walking. I love that. Those are probably supposed to be good. What? What do you mean
I
probably?
never said I was good at podcasting, okay?
You're fine. We're all
You're-
pod
I just
people.
say
We're fine.
things. Thank you. No, I appreciate it. I only said that so you guys would say that. So
Yeah. Good improv.
do you guys thank you? Good improv
I think
to
you're
me
great.
too. Yeah. Do you guys have any questions that you have about any of this? Anything else? Any last words? Words of encouragement.
I just know that I'm going to drink a lot more water.
Yeah.
And take my fish oil twice daily, like I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
Keep the circulation going.
That is good for your circulation too, right?
It is, yeah.
Down your ankles when you're driving.
Yes.
Oh yeah, exactly. See, the tips that you brought are very, very special because they weren't on the internet, and they actually are something that you can do very
the internet
easily.
calls me from time to time.
Is Rosalee there? We don't have enough info.
Our mother died. All we have left is Rosalee. She's a mom. Maybe she knows.
Yeah.
You're a mom? We didn't even get to talk about that.
Oh, let's not.
Oh, God. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I asked them if I could come up for my birthday, and they said no.
No way.
But no, I mean, they were with me buying this, so they know me really well. They're off the hook. It's fine.
Okay.
Your pajamas are off the hook.
Oh, nice.
And you're off the hook, by the way. You are on the hook.
This is good improv.
Yes, it is.
The guy that ruins every cool moment with like, nice. Yeah. Good job. And it's like, oh, wait, you could have kept the scene going.
No.
Good God.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Good improv.
Yeah. Good improv. All right. Well, it was such a pleasure having you today.
Thank you.
I mean,
super fun.
I had so much fun.
Yeah.
I feel high from the experience and from the little bit of weed that I had. And where can we here you say it?
Oh, where can we find you? Where can people find you on the socials?
I live over on so it's just Rosalee Mayeaux. Nobody can spell it. So it's Rosalee. And Fraser the other day asked me, he said, "Can I just call you Rose?" And I went, No.
You can't say Rosalee.
You can't say Rosalee.
He couldn't remember the last two syllables, probably.
He's probably thinking of Sarah Lee, and he's trying not to have so much cake in his life.
That's true.
I get it. Yeah.
Ganache.
Ganache.
Yeah. God bless you.
Ganache to you.
Bless
Ganache
you.
to you. Rosalee Mayeaux everywhere. It's just awful. It's Mayeaux is Mayeaux, and it's not pronounced meow.
Like she was once brought up on stage to
but only in
meow.
Arizona. If
Rose
you come
Beth?
see me in
Arizona, you didn't say that part. That makes sense. Now it's all coming together. They've never seen anybody with that many vowels and
It's
Y.
probably the
time.
most Spanish sounding state name, and there's a lot of white people.
At Arizona?
Mhm.
At Arizona?
Arizona State. At Arizona
In
State, there's a
Arizona.
lot of
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Awesome.
Thank you so much
I
for
definitely
having
want to have
me.
you back. Yes.
This is so much fun. It should be illegal, but they made it legal.
They did. So yeah.
Mhm.
What are we gonna
Podcasting
do?
in
Yeah.
California used to be medicinal only.
Yeah.
And recreational
Pole dancing
podcasting.
Prescription. Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
So are you about to go do an open mic?
I am. I'm gonna go do two open mics back to back.
You're going to do the
'cause
Witty
I'm a
Titties
glutton. I'm gonna do 2 Witty Titties tonight.
right here at the Petty Cash
right
Studios.
here at the Petty Cash Studios.
So
Yep,
awesome.
because I've got my dog smells like shrimp. Really asked. I got to work that out.
Oh,
Get
you
the
have
stories
to.
out.
I have to work that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Mhm.
the Laugh Factory.
Don't let that escape.
I
Yeah.
don't want to not do a good audition for it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear it.
My next 2-minute in my successful career.
Yes.
And I have a no, you have a podcast. I have a special coming out.
You have a special coming.
I
Tell
have a
us
special.
about that.
When is it ever going to come out? I don't know, but it's called
Okay.
Gangsta Mom.
Fuck yeah, I love that.
I love it.
That's
So-
amazing, and it
We-
suits you completely.
It does. Doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Yes, it does.
I said
Yeah.
I had some trouble raising the boys, a single mom, and they went, "Well, you have a leather jacket on, so we suspected."
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
How does
yeah.
that?
Okay.
Okay. Yes, totally follows. It's just, and that's it.
Yeah, I love that. All right. Well, I will be looking out for it.
Thank you so much.
And you guys.
thank you guys. You two
Yeah.
are my favorite comics. I just have, since the very first time I saw you guys, I went like,
Oh,
they've
that's
got it.
We're cute.
It. The
Yeah,
Yeah,
breathing.
well, you are.
You're pretty cute. Whatever.
No.
We're cute together.
Whatever.
All right, whatever. All right, you guys
That's true.
tune in every Wednesday. I release it at 3 a.m. I have I don't have any reason why it's 3 a.m. It just feels right. So
That's when my bank deposits money or withdraws money from my bank account.
yeah,
It's 3 a.m. Yeah. I
All
don't know
right,
why.
Well, I don't know either. All right.
Because
Well,
it's not in the States. That's
Exactly.
why.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you next time. And goodbye,
you.
Rosalee. Goodbye, Sandro.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
okay.
so
And
much.
take care. Have a good night. Bye.